Welcome back to the Manosphere Paradigm. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys, and hit that notification bell. So today I want to get into the apology of Will Smith. Was it fake? Was it sincere? That is what I would want to try and uncover in this video and see if what he was saying is actually, um, if he is trying to be come across as to just basically giving us a whole lot of BS, or is he being sincere in trying to make up for what he did when he slapped Chris Rock in that infamous Oscar slap? Bear in mind, he is an actor, and one of that is something that I'm always wary of when it comes to these actors in the way they would look into the camera, say something. However, I still obviously believe that we are all still just human, and we all have our ups and downs, and maybe have our lapse in judgments where we make a mistake. So I want us to go into this video. Let's see what he has to say and see if he is actually being honest in what he's telling us in this video. You guys can also obviously decide for yourself. So let's get into it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mhm.
Why didn't you apologize to Chris in your acceptance speech? I was fogged out by that point. It's all fuzzy. I've reached out to Chris, and the message that came back is that he's not ready to talk, and when he is, he will reach out.
So he's saying the reason why he didn't do it is because he was fogged out, vague, um, and he was fuzzy, vague again. That's not the type of language that you use when it comes to you being confident as to, and understand exactly. Like you said, he's had months to think about this and to go over his head as to what has transpired. Now, obviously, it was after the fact, but the thing is that he's saying he was fogged out and he was fuzzy, and that is his explanation why he didn't reach out to Chris. Um, I've seen a after party video of him having a ball of a time, dancing with his Oscar, with his family and friends and other celebrities. He didn't look fuzzy or fogged out the way he says. He was enjoying himself and just being the man because he felt like the man. Now, I'm not saying he couldn't celebrate his achievement, because it was an achievement, but he completely ruined the night for all the other people that got the awards, especially the ones that the African American actors, that has always been this thing about, that they're not being recognized, they're not being put on display. And the one night that they have the entire world looking at them, he goes and did what he did. So to me, I don't. It's totally up to you as to what you believe, but I don't buy that. I was foggy, foggy and fuzzy as being an explanation.
Um, so I will say to you, um, Chris, I apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable, and I'm here whenever you're ready to talk. Um, I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I saw an interview that Chris's mother did, and that was one of the things about that moment. I just didn't realize, and I wasn't thinking, but how many people got hurt in that moment. So I want to apologize to Chris's mother. I want to apologize to Chris's family, specifically Tony Rock. We had a great relationship. Tony Rock was my man, and this is probably irreparable.
you know, Kudos to him for owning it and standing up and saying, you know, um, making acknowledgement to the family, making acknowledgement to them as to the ones individually, his mother and Tony, because, like he says, he had a relationship with Tony specifically, and he has completely messed that up. But he's not getting to the root of what this issue is, in my opinion. And obviously, okay, cool, you apologizing to everyone. That's great. But there needs to be a certain level, I believe. I'm not saying that he needs to put out his entire business between him and his wife, but he's kind of like being the one that has done that when it came to their red table talk. So again, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just reporting on what's being said. So let's get back into it.
Um, I spent the last 3 months replaying and understanding the nuances and the complexities of what happened in that moment. And I'm not going to try to unpack all of that right now, but I can say to all of you, there is no part of me that thinks that was the right way to behave in that moment. There's
For me, it does come a little too late, because I don't hear him. He's saying this, but one of the tweets that his son Jaden said, that's how we do. I saw that tweet from his son. He didn't correct him. He didn't put him in his place to say, you know what, this is not the way we operate as a family. This is now how many months later. All of those things transpired back then, but I think it's to me, in my opinion, this is, yes, you owning it, but I think it's also a matter of damage control when it comes to the deals that is starting to lose out on when it comes to Bad Boys 3, I believe, would have been one of it. Legend, I Am Legend 2. There is a lot of some movies in the pipeline that was going to be coming out, and I'm not saying he's not going to be ever making a movie again because of this, but I'm saying a lot of his money was affected because of this whole incident. So I think also it's to a certain extent it's saving face, and then seeing to what he can still repair and be able to manage with after this whole saga.
no part of me that thinks that's the optimal way. Disrespect or in. Um, it's like,
Okay, let me just go to the next
um,
question.
it's like, I made it.
There we go.
It's like, after Jada rolled her eyes, did she tell you to do something? No. Um, it's like, I made a choice on my own
Yep, you allowed her to put a battery in your back, and then you marched up there.
from my own experiences, from my history with Chris. Jada had nothing to do with it.
Um, Stop the cap. Stop the cap. Jada had nothing to do with it. No, you are trying to save face in the way you thought possible, and this is where this whole apology thing gets to me. She had nothing to do with it. Yes, he physically was the one that walked up there and smacked and slapped Chris Rock. However, you allowed her to put the battery in your back. You allowed the embarrassment that she put you through at that red table to basically be the thing that has been probably been eating you, because as a man, I would think that would eat you inside, and irritate you and basically rub you the wrong way, or whatever you want to call it. But that was still sitting there simmering, and just at the wrong place at the right time. Chris Rock was the one that pulled it out of him. Obviously, he knew Chris Rock was going at him, just having fun. But because Chris Rock has the level of history with them over these years, he knew Chris Rock was also taking a jab at the fact that he had Jada made him look like a punk. So him saying she had nothing to do with it, I call cap, and I say that is a lie. He knows that she had everything to do with it, and we all saw it. We all know it. And unfortunately, this is where he's losing me.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm going to say sorry to my kids and my family, for the heat that I brought on all of us.
Like I said, Jaden was accepting that heat, and he was. That's how we do. That was his response. He was enjoying the clout and was saying to everyone, "You know what? I'm proud of my dad for standing up for my mom after everything that thing that has transpired." And funny that we sit in the month of August.
To all my fellow nominees, you know, this is a community. It's like I won because you voted for me, and it really breaks my heart to have stolen and tarnished your moment. Um, I can still see Questlove's eyes. You know, it happened on Questlove's award, and you know, it's like I'm sorry really isn't.
Yeah, that happens when you allow a woman to take you to the places emotionally where she has taken him. Now he's not an innocent bystander. He could have made sure that he got himself in a better position by walking away from this relationship a long time already, but he's stuck in there and he's constantly having his woman sleep with other men, tell the entire world on social media, on the internet, that it was an entanglement, uh, bad marriage for life. It's ridiculous. So for him to say that she had nothing to do with it, again, I'm going to stress that she's got everything to do with it. We all know this. Common sense is 1 + 1 = 2. War. So yeah, just looking at the explanation and making it about something else other than what we all know what it is, that is where the disingenuous approach that he's taking is irritating me.
People who expressed that you let them down. Um,
Let's just read that again.
so there's two things. One, um, disappointing pest that you let them down, or the slap, or people who expressed that you let them down. Um, so there's two things. One, um, disappointing people is my central trauma. I hate.
Yeah, no, I think he's gonna go into this whole thing of how he's obviously does things with excellence. He is a guy, a very accomplished guy. I'm not gonna take that away from him. But this whole saga with his wife, with August, and everything that has transpired there, has basically made him look like a cuck. Um, and he has basically allowed himself in his image to be completely ridiculed by society, especially those that look at it from having the type of marriage experience and understanding. You know what? When you are disrespected in a relationship and in a marriage in the way he was, he's obviously no angel, but still, to have it come out publicly, that is extremely embarrassing. And then you are sitting on the world stage where another comedian is just making a innocent joke, and that's the one thing that sets you takes you over the cliff, and you free fall into the world that he has found himself in. So I don't want to belabor the point. I want to go basically to the end.
I would say to those people, I know it was confusing. I know it was. Promise you, I am deeply devoted and committed to putting light and love and joy into the world. And you know, if you hang on, I promise we'll be able to be friends again.
Yeah, the thing is this. I'm just pointing out what I don't disagree with. At the end of the day, like I said, there's a certain level of acting that's in this. A certain level, obviously, the man he is a human being. He feels certain emotions. He goes through certain things like all of us. So there that also plays a part. So it's a mixture of everything. I'm just giving my opinion as to what I feel, or at least what how I see it, not the way I feel, but the way I see things and how I believe there's certain things that is not addressing, that we all know is obviously the big issue and why he did what he did. So you know what, him apologizing for it, him being the person that's coming a bit Johnny come lately though, but it is what it is. At least he's trying to salvage not just his image but his career by making sure that he is doing this public apology to salvage some of those Hollywood deals that is obviously been put on ice because of this whole saga. Everyone wanting to see how things is going to turn out. I saw him recently connect with Dave Chappelle as well, having taking some pointers when it comes to him wanting to tick off his bucket list, doing a stand-up comedy special. So we'll see where that goes. But for me, the apology is he doesn't stress a lot on taking accountability and putting the blame where it is. He's still just dancing around the issue, and he is basically just wanting to make sure that his fans and the people that believed in him, that they can come back to believing in Will again. It's all about saving, and this to me is like I said, I think it's a big PR stunt. But again, we can't just basically people have make mistakes, and you can't ostracize someone forever. But some actions do have very long lasting effects and consequences, and he's obviously felt the brunt of it. So you know what? I hope you enjoy that video. I just wanted to cover obviously what everyone's been talking about and give my perspective on it. But I'm just saying, well, let go, let go, let go and let love. What's it? Let go and let love. Jada, um, obviously there's this huge attachment for all the years they've been together, but for someone that's writing letters to dead men, my man, come on. Let's address the elephant in the room. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoy that video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next vid. Cheers. I'm out.